Mr. Manley here, and what I'm going to be talking about today are these two different brands of water. If you have marketing, you don't need sales, and if you have a brand, you don't need marketing. So, I have San Pellegrino from Italy, and I have Perrier from France. I'm going to compare them. I'm going to talk a little bit about water. So sit down, have a treat, relax, open up your mind, and get ready to hear shit that you've never even heard of. Spring water. What is it? It comes from a spring. What is a spring? It is actually, I have no fucking idea what a spring is. I should probably look that up. But I know that there is calcium in it. So when you drink spring water, it's actually more mind-numbing than fluoride because spring water contains an inorganic type of calcium, and it's basically like drinking rocks. And that can fuck with your pineal gland. It can give you a small penis because it can calcify your soft tissues. So that's anything that's not your bones, your hearts, your arteries. So watch how much spring water you're drinking. Don't drink too much. And if you do drink spring water, listen, nobody's going to tell you this shit. Nobody really fucking cares, but I care. So listen closely. Spring water has something called TDS. Anytime you got a bottle of water, when you're out at the amusement park, on a plane, all y'all should be reading what you're fucking putting in your mouth. Yeah, once in a while, if you're at a restaurant and you're, on a date or with your parents, you don't need to read everything like a fucking maniac. But actually, if you did, that would probably be pretty cool. So, San Pellegrino. Listen closely. TDS stands for Total Dissolved Solids. San Pellegrino has a TDS of 862 ppm. That stands for parts per million. That is fucking wild. So this is like drinking rocks. So San Pellegrino, it is kind of tasty water, but I would limit spring waters to just taste tests here and there. This should be a long-term source. This will calcify you. There's no fucking two ways about it. 800 parts per million. What would be considered, this is hard water. And this one almost is too, I'll tell you in a second. But what is hard water? It's water that has a lot of calcium. Yes, it does. Sometimes it can taste better. It depends how much magnesium and silica is in it as well. A soft water would be anything under 100 parts per million. Under 100 ppm. So, San Pellegrino, 862 ppm. Let's shift our focus over to Perrier. Okay. I'm guessing if you searched up this video, San Pellegrino versus Perrier, you're probably drinking one of these two right now. And I'm about to crack them open with you, and I'm about to have a tasty as well. So, Perrier is TDS is, where are you? Right here, mineral salt content, 456 ppm. Now, the gold standard of all spring waters is probably Fiji. It's only 222 ppm. That's pretty strange, huh? 222 ppm, and it's really high in silica and magnesium. So, Fiji, I think, is a really good water. However, it does contain some arsenic and bromine, and you know what else Fiji does? They package their water in fucking plastic. What is their plastic made of? Polyethylene terephthalate. What are phthalates? They're estrogen mimickers, and they make the plastic flexible. And the studies have shown that women that consume more phthalates in the gestation of a child, actually the children end up having smaller penises. Yeah, my mom never drank out of plastic. Thought you should know that. Check this out. We got Perrier in the glass. We got San Pellegrino in the glass. Both of these brands, unfortunately, are owned by very large companies, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. San Pellegrino, because I'm going to make a whole nother video on looking at products, but it would be really nice to know where the fuck does this come from. How can you live on this earth and have a fucking bachelor's doctor degree and you don't even look at what you put in your body? This is the whole fun of the experience of trying new things. Where are they from? I just fucking find this so fascinating. You might find it fascinating, but I find it more fascinating because I'm making a fucking video dedicated to this shit. Literally, this is like I always say, this is like reading porn to me. I love this. I really, really love this. Because you're putting this in your body. It's becoming part of you. I don't know if you guys read philosophy. A good book would be Aristotle for beginners. Aristotle's good books. So I'm about to make the San Pellegrino part of me. And it comes from, where do you hail from? This is from Terme, Bergamo, Italy. Terme, and then Bergamo is in brackets. It really doesn't matter. It is from Italy. This source is from France. Where does this water come from? I'm going to source. Vergese, France. So, I'm guessing in France they call it Francia? Francia? Okay, so what fucking rocks are in here? What minerals are in here? Let's do this real quick. The amount of minerals is so minuscule compared to eating food that it really does not matter, but there are a few that does matter. Number one, the calcium. So, calcium in San Pellegrino, 174 parts per million. Calcium in the Perrier, 150. This is 174, 150, the exact same. Next thing that's very important, magnesium. San Pellegrino, 49. Perrier, 3.9. Oh, this is magnesium squared. Magnesium squared. Perrier, San Pellegrino, the Italian one, is winning a lot. It has a lot more magnesium.
Yeah.
But then again, you can get magnesium from other sources. Next one is Na. Na stands for sodium. 9.6 in Perrier. Na. 31 in San Pellegrino. There's more salt in San Pellegrino. It's looking better. I gotta be honest, guys, I have had both these waters, and unfortunately I'm a tiny bit biased because I've had Perrier before and I always get it in a very chilled bottle. And I think Perrier is good, but we're gonna taste them side by side. Do them side by side. What are the minerals? Everything else is basically a 0.0. In my mind, anytime I hear somebody talking about the mineral content of spring waters, you know what I always think? You can take one little bite of steak, and that would be like 10 times the amount of minerals you would get in a whole bottle of one of these in one bite of steak. You know, the magnesium, the calcium, the sodium, Oh, these both say lead, by the way. Lead is PB, and they're both at 0. Oh, the PB in San Pellegrino is less than 0.001. I don't know why they put that. But yeah, both pretty clean waters. Nothing jumps out too much. So let's have the taste test. The moment y'all been waiting for. Let's go ahead and do this. I'll pass the little bottle over here to my dependent. Alright. Careful, the camera doesn't fall. Alright. Let's crack open a San Pellegrino. And, well, assuming this one's first, anytime you do a taste test, you should try the one that presumably tastes better, so that when you taste the next one, the human palate can always taste if you lose something, but can never really taste if you gain. So, here we go. So the experience with the Perrier, it's got a gold cap. That's kind of cool. The cap's a little bit flimsy. Obviously, there's no smell. I don't know why I just smelled the water. Can you smell water? I think you can smell water. Maybe if it's like in a lake, but in a bottle, I don't think you're supposed to smell it. Here we go. Perrier. Wow. Honestly, don't know how to explain that, but kind of just tastes like pop water that has no pop in it. You know what I'm saying? Vibration from it. It's not crazy perfect. I don't know what to say. It's pretty good. Now, San Pellegrino. Let's see if they're doing better. Should always be drinking out of glass, especially if you go to the gym or you drink at home. You might not think that the plastic is getting inside of your body. You might not think so, but over time, those parts per million, 2 parts per million, 3 parts per million, 100 parts per million, 200 parts per million, There's no real studies to say how many parts per million turn you into a beta male bitch with bitch tits that's a cuck.
Source.
There's no exact measurement on how much. So it's better just to eliminate the plastic entirely. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, if you don't give a fuck, this is the body and the attitude I have. Let's see what type of body and attitude you have with the plastic you're drinking. Do you understand? It's as simple as that. Number one, who do you listen to? Let's try the Pellegrino. So right away, the Pellegrino actually has a little more taste. Probably because it has fucking twice the amount of parts per million in total dissolved solids. Twice as rock water. But it's tasty rock water. There's just like note at the end. The note is like a champagne. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I'm not going to try to bullshit you. This tastes a little more exquisite, and I promise it's not the bottle. I taste something. I just don't know how to explain it. Usually I have an answer for everything, but that one, I'm not a fucking professional water taster, although I'm very passionate about water. I've been avoiding tap water for 10 years. I'm putting the cap back on here. Avoiding tap water for 10 years. I have spent over $1,000 on a water filtration system by Pristine Hydro. I know you're not going to look them up because you'd rather just drink tap water, but Pristine Hydro, absolute game changer. If you're one of my boys, you know what's up. But other than that, I've been drinking. I went down the distilled water route. Distilled water has absolutely no minerals in it. It is what it is. It is what it is. And reverse osmosis, I think, is the superior type of water. That's very nice to get that reverse osmosis and make sure you're storing it in a glass bottle. That's all for now, guys. And go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Comment your thoughts, questions, comments, observations down below. Let me know what you want to see next. And bye for now.